Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have decided to upload one more video, and in this video I have decided to tell you one more aphoristic story, a moral story which will be very useful for you, and I am damn sure that you will certainly turn over a new leaf after listening to these stories which are very useful in my view. And today I have decided to talk something about Sri Ravindranath Tagore. And as you know, Ravindranath Tagore was a versatile genius, and he was a poet laureate of our country, and he won the prestigious Nobel Prize for his work Gitanjali, and his poem collection of poems Gitanjali is regarded the greatest collection by a by an Indian. So he had written many poems and many stories, and he was regarded a versatile genius, and many people started bearing grudge against him, and they did not want to see Rabindranath Tagore alive in his life. So they sent a murderer to kill Rabindranath Tagore. One day, a murderer was ready to kill Rabindranath Tagore, and at night he entered the house of Rabindranath Tagore, and at that time Rabindranath Tagore was immersed in his work. He was doing his work, and he was writing poems. So the murderer had evil intentions of killing Rabindranath Tagore with the help of a dagger. He had a dagger in his hand, and he entered fearlessly to and went to Rabindranath Tagore, and after reaching there he told him that I have been sent to kill you. So remember your God Almighty, because your time is come to end and your days are numbered. Now you will have to go to meet your Maker, because I am all set to murder you. Hearing these words, Rabindranath Tagore was not perturbed at all. He did not move, and he did not stop doing his work. He kept listening to the murderer and requested him to stay for at least half an hour so that he might complete his work of writing a poem. Now, hearing these words, the murderer was stood aghast, that seeing that Rabindranath Tagore was not at all perturbed by the fearsome appearance of that murderer, and who had a lethal weapon in his hand. Now the murderer started waiting. The murderer thought, let him do the work and I will murder him after half an hour. So he kept waiting for Rabindranath Tagore to complete his work, and after half an hour the Rabindranath Tagore could not complete his work. So the murderer decided to leave that place, and he left that place at that very instant. When he left that place, Rabindranath Tagore suddenly came to know that the murderer was waiting for him. He suddenly started searching for that murderer, and he also looked out of the window so that he might get a glimpse of that running murderer, but he did not find anyone on the road also. And in the morning, when Rabindranath Tagore went for a walking, he also looked for the murderer so that if he could find him, then he might tell him to do his remaining work of murdering him. Now, in that way, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 8 days spent, but the murderer was not found anywhere. Eventually, at the eighth day, the murderer came to Rabindranath Tagore's house, and prostrated before him, he caught the feet of Rabindranath Tagore, saying that he had committed a heinous crime of thinking of murdering him, and he should not have indulged in that kind of evil deed of murdering him. So Rabindranath Tagore told him not to be perturbed, because he had come as an assailant sent by someone. So whereas Rabindranath Tagore told him that I have full faith in God, I am a theist person, I believe totally in God. So a person who is a theist and who is honest should not fear anyone. So he told him that I do not fear anyone because I have full faith in God Almighty and I was immersed in my work. So you were doing your duty and I was doing my duty. So I was doing my duty fearlessly. So in that way, this story tells us that we must not fear anyone other than God Almighty, because if we have not committed any kind of crime and if we are not wrong in doing whatever we do, then no one can cause harm to us. So this story tells us the moral of not getting perturbed by anyone, and we must keep doing our work irrespective of fearing anyone, because no one can cause us any harm if we are right in our work, and in that way we can eventually get success in our life. So this story is very inspirational as far as I am thinking, because this story tells us that we should have total faith in the existence of God Almighty, and no one can cause harm to us if we keep doing our work fearlessly. Thank you.